Hey guys, what you're going to check out here is a trip to Logan Martin that Steve Brummer and I took. So we went here on our final day from Gunnersville. Neither one of us made the cut. We were both one good bite away. So we launched in Lake City Park near Pell City. We got a little bit of information to just, hey, check out flat extended points, gravel points, clay points, and docks. It was in mid-April, so neither one of us made the cut. And we thought, let's not waste our day. Let's catch some Coosa River spots, and being a couple Yankees, we don't get a lot of opportunity to catch those spots. So we thought we'd make the most of that day and see what we could do. So not a ton to go on. We didn't have any GPS coordinates, we didn't have any spots, so we tried to kind of figure out a pattern on the fly on the lake. We both started out throwing a variety of baits. We threw some swim jigs, you threw some jerk baits, some square bill crankbaits, shaky heads, jigs, and kind of just tested a few things, hopped around until we started getting bit.
Woo! Look at that chupski! Ooh, catch du jour! Yeah, I think that's a, yeah, I'm gonna put that ring in curtain. It's gonna be good. That's fucking quite again. Equally as desirable, but not a jackhammer. That is fucking gross. Well, I'm too busy catching hot lures, man. Yeah, that's.
Steve got the first few bites on a jerkbait, and then I caught a couple decent fish on a shaky head. That rig right here, with pretty simple, straightforward shaky head. I was throwing both 1/8 and 3/16 ounce agitator heads from Bass Tech, so those are tungsten shaky heads that are football shaped. 90 degree, so they come through pretty good. Rigged like that, I like the barb style shaky head. A lot of the experts like Brian Thrift and Jesse Wiggins say that that's the style you want, because that little kink in the worm, because you can't ever rig it perfectly straight, gives it that spiral when it falls, and that's what they believe triggers a lot of bites. So
I'm already in there. That's Shark's favorite. Yeah. Here you go. Whoa! Spotty.
Man.
That's not allowed. Yeah, bud.
Not a bad one.
Coosa dreams. Making Coosa dreams. Good work. Right on dock post.
That's a problem.
What?
Look at it closely. That ain't no Coosa.
Coosa River Dreams, Lord Monster. There you go. Got one.
Got one. Got one. Wait a minute. I thought that was a little large goldfish. Get some of that chong right in your face. So it's just a simple, full-size trick worm. Only bit off that little maybe quarter inch to give you a little more thickness to get that on the barb.
Brush hog, just easy.
This is what that jig worm looks like. Little football head style with the barb. This is that agitator head from Bass Tech. Zoom worms. Didn't seem to matter. Any kind of green pumpkin. I think I threw green pumpkin blue.
Pack there too.
Got an orange stinger.
Oh, Dominique.
Come on. I tell you what.
Oh my bottleneck bound.
Got it.
What's that? Yeah, we got a decent one. Well, they're aspiring to be fish someday. That?
Settle down with the net.
Oh.
Coosa dreams.
Let me do that for you. It's just for you. Okay. Windswept deal. This makes sense. Jerkbait Coosa River Dreams. A little better one. Ha! Right in the net.
Hey, you little bastards.
Probably. Willing to bite and get around them. What?
You, Steve. Really good jerkbait spot. Little something there?
Oh.
No. They're really eating the jerkbait, Steve. They are
You know, when you
totally
get 'em,
committing to getting it in their mouth.
anybody can catch them in the mouth. Takes real skill to get them in the dorsal fin.
I don't know if they're really chewing. I don't think that jerkbait is the deal.
I don't know.
I mean, they're not exactly getting it in their face.
Touching fish right now.
I understand that. But if I was in a tournament, I might make an adjustment.
You would. Change colors maybe?
At least try a different color.
I'd put on more treble hooks.
Let's say, go to HellaBass.
Yeah.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should cut off that square bill.
That's line twist. This bait is on fire. Look at you. Spot-osaurus. They're fun though. You could cook up so good.
We could make ourselves a little fish fry out of those spotted bass. They're the minimals too. It's not really. These are amazing.
That's what we're thinking. stunts the average size of largemouth in largemouth lakes. Holy shit balls!
Spray trained it.
Yeah, it just. Let's get him fired up, bud.
Hey!
Simmer down now.
Do you think this was fun that they were headed largemouth?
No.
It's just the novelty of it.
Well, they fight like the devil. I mean, I couldn't imagine a 5-pounder. Right?
Ooh, like that?
No more like.
So what us really got going and getting on most of our bites when the wind picked up was jerk baits. And so Steve kind of got things kicked off. He was throwing a Rapala down deep. So Steve started throwing out this Rapala deep shadow wrap. And I think this is the bud color. It's kind of a pearl white shad with a chartreuse bottom. And you can see Bill got pretty ground up. We were kind of grinding quite a bit of gravel and rocks and clay with this. Sometimes we'd even bring up a little clay on the bills. He got a decent amount of fish on that. Worked pretty well.
That'll work.
But I noticed he was hooking a few fish on the outside of the mouth and the tail. It seemed like maybe the jerkbait was good, but maybe he didn't have the right color or the right depth or something like that. So I followed suit and I put on this HellaBass Pro Blue. Got 3 hooks. The HellaBass has always been good to me. Threw this on the Dobbins 704 Champion rod. And I did pretty well on that. I caught some quality fish, caught a few dinks. We probably traded blows. I probably caught a few more fish on the HellaBass, but all in all, it was pretty good. So once we got on that jerkbait bite, we tried a few shaky heads, and I think I caught one on a Ned rig, and Steve caught a largemouth on a drop shot. But we pretty much just started running points and fishing them anywhere from 2 to 6 feet, and that was pretty consistent. We only had about 4 or 5 hours on the lake, and we caught quite a few fish. So pretty successful day. Definitely fun catching on the Coosa river spots. They hit hard. They pull pretty hard. When you first hook them, you think they're bigger than they are. Not every fish we caught was a giant, clearly in this video, but they pulled pretty hard. A lot of times you'd be jerking your jerkbait, and it didn't just get spongy or load up, but it actually would like pull back when they bit. Like it'd be like boom, boom, and then whop the other way. So it was pretty cool. It was a fun bite to catch them on jerkbaits. A good way to send us off before we headed home back to Minnesota. I'm definitely going to get back there and fish some Coosa River spots again, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the content and what's going on, make sure you're subbing, commenting. Let me know what you like and don't like about the channel. Leave a comment. Tell me what your biggest Coosa River spot or Kentucky spot is, and look for more videos to come.